They do look a little dorky, but he actually gets a lot of compliments on them, and a lot of people ask him where he got them. Hi there, I'm Denise the Koala Mama, and in this video I'm going to share with you my top 15 purchases from Amazon in 2022. So when I went back and looked at my order history, I was really surprised to find out that I purchased almost 150 items from Amazon. Now, I know that there are a lot of people out there that purchase way more than that, but for me, if you had asked me how many purchases I made, I'd have said maybe 40, maybe 50. 150, I was super surprised. But I went through my entire order history, and as I came across things that I was really excited that I had purchased or happy that I had purchased, something that I was really surprised at how great it was, I wrote it down on my list, and that list came up to 15 items. So the first item on this list are these Aqua watering globes. Now I had purchased smaller ones for my husband for Christmas, but we decided that we really needed some larger ones because we have larger potted plants on our patio. Specifically, I purchased these for the 2 rose bushes that my husband is trying desperately to grow. They do a great job of regulating the water for your plants. They're awesome for vacations. We were gone for 10 days and none of our plants died for lack of water. However, with the case of the roses, we've got more issues than just the water. So next on this list is this gel enhanced seat cushion. I originally purchased this because I was going on a scrapbooking weekend and I knew I was going to be sitting on very uncomfortable chairs. And this seat cushion really helped with general comfort and back fatigue. And I now use it at home in my desk chair, and I love it, and I don't know why I haven't already purchased one to keep at work. That's something I've got to do in 2023. So next up is this DIY tumbler. So I have a group of friends. We have been friends since high school, many of us since even elementary school, and in 2022 we celebrated turning 60. So I wanted to make a little something for them as a birthday present. I used my scrapbooking software to do the insert, and they all love them. It was super easy to do and it seals perfectly. I use mine daily at work and I've never had a problem with it leaking or the insert becoming wet. So next is actually a cleaning product, and it's called Let Me Shine. This is a game changer if you have high calcium content in your water like we do. And because we are in a rental, we cannot have a water softener. So without this product, you get this chalky buildup of calcium on your dishes and flatware in your dishwasher. And so I would periodically just have to scrub them to get all of that buildup off. And it took hours. I hated doing it. So happy to find this product. It totally prevents that chalky calcium buildup. So next up is this Bourbon Banner.
Hi, Editing Denise here. So when I tried to clip the thumbnail for the banner listing, apparently Amazon no longer carries it. So womp womp womp. However, I did learn that Amazon lets their employees take their dogs to work and they actually have photos of the dogs at work. So there's a link below if you want to look at some cute puppies.
This is super fun. My husband collects whiskey and bourbon and will have friends over for whiskey tastings. And when he does, he flies this flag. It just is a really fun thing that adds to the whole ambiance of the day. Did I mention my husband likes whiskey and bourbon? He also likes to make cocktails. So I purchased this copper jigger for his stocking this year. Now we actually saw this on one of the YouTube channels that he likes to watch, and I literally was on Amazon as we were watching the video placing this order so that I would have it in time for Christmas for his stocking. I think I mentioned my husband's into whiskey and bourbon. So he collects this and has at least 75 bottles of whiskey and bourbon, probably more. And we were at the point where we needed some place to store them. So we purchased these Aframe shelves, and we love them. They were super easy to put together. They look great in our decor. It's just great for displaying all of his bottles of whiskey. So next up on this list are these magnifying glasses. Now, They're actually made more for jewelry workers and crafting and real close, tedious work. He wears them as his regular readers, and he loves them. They have interchangeable lenses, so as his eyes get worse, they can just pop in a new pair of lenses. But I think what he really likes about them is that they're lighted. And so having that light really helps with being able to read up close. They do look a little dorky, but he actually gets a lot of compliments on them, and a lot of people ask him where he got them. So while they might look dorky, they actually serve a great purpose, and he really does love them. So for me, I prefer your traditional reader glasses, and I purchased these specifically because I wanted some readers that had glass lenses. I was really tired of the plastic lenses that would break or get scratched really easily. So I bought this 4-pack of readers.
So, Editing Denise here once again. When I pulled up the listing for this product, apparently they're no longer available in a 4-pack. You have to buy them individually. They still are a really good value.
They're great. I'm really happy with this purchase. My next purchase is certainly the most expensive thing I bought this year, and one of the most expensive things I've ever purchased, to be honest. And that is a new phone. Specifically, I bought a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Basically, their top-of-the-line phone. I had a Note 5 before that. It was 8 years old, and I was having issues with the battery and with the memory, and it was time for a new phone. I did not have any intention of buying the top-of-the-line phone, but I purchased this during Prime Days, so it was $300 off, and then I opened the Amazon credit card and got another $150 off, and I was able to make payments over time with no interest. So all of those together helped me make the decision to buy this phone, and I'm really, really glad that I did. The camera on this phone is amazing. I purchased this phone just before our Alaska cruise. I took so much video and it all came out so well. And the zoom on this phone, oh my gosh.
Nothing like seeing it live. There's a lot of dirt. That makes sense. It's carving away at the mountain.
Right, it's taking all that dirt with it.
The side of the hill. And the center part is just where they
I think I just
are
heard
massive.
calving.
Huh?
I just heard calving. Wow.
Pretty wise.
Oh, look, right there. Yeah.
That sounds like thunder.
Yeah, I love this phone. I'm so glad I spent the money on it. So along the same lines with this phone, I now have this nice expensive phone. I'm now going on vacation to a wet place. I need to keep it protected. So I purchased this waterproof phone pouch, and it worked fantastically. It completely kept my phone dry. I was totally able to use every function on my phone with it in the pouch, and I cannot recommend this highly enough. So next on my list is this desk mount camera stand. Now, I purchased this because previously I was using a small tripod and boxes to try and stage my crafting videos, and my angles were horrible, and more than that, my phone would fall off of the boxes on a number of occasions. Unfortunately, oh, frickin' stick. So I made this purchase. It has been a game changer for my crafting and DIY videos. And I have to say I was super surprised at how inexpensive it was. Had I known it was going to be this inexpensive, I would have bought one way sooner. So the next thing is this desk lamp. So my husband, when he works from home, works at the kitchen table, and he has a very large monitor on it, and he needed a desk lamp that was actually taller than the monitor. That's why we purchased this specific lamp. It is really fantastic. It has great light output, and the two lamps turn, so if you need different angles for your light, it's just really, really versatile. I also use this light for my eBay photos because it is so bright. Again, I can move it around so I can get light but not glare, and it is really, really a great, great desk lamp. Next up is another eBay purchase, and that is this digital scale. Now, I picked up this digital scale on the recommendation of Hustle at Home Mom. She does videos on eBay and reselling, and she actually has a video on all of the equipment that she uses, and this was one of the items. I had been in the market for a digital scale, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but I also was afraid to not spend enough money and get a cruddy product. So since she highly recommended this and it was only $25, I went ahead and made the purchase. I'm so glad that I did. It will weigh up to 110 pounds. It has sides that fold up to help corral things that are maybe falling over, like a jacket or something like that. And what I especially like about it, it runs on battery, and where I use it, I don't have an outlet handy, so that's super important for me. And then I also love that the readout is on a tether to the actual scale. So if you have a large item on the scale, it isn't blocking the readout of the weight, because obviously if you can't see how much something weighs, what's the point of weighing it? So the last thing on my list is the Frameo digital photo frame. Last year, my youngest got this for me for Christmas, and I love it. So for this year, my sisters and I went in and purchased ones for our parents. So for our parents, we bought a larger one than what I have and a higher resolution, basically the top of the line model. But the pricing and your options vary greatly. This, however, is such a great gift. And the Frameo app is super easy to use, and it is so much fun to look up at that frame and see a new photo or see photos that trigger a really special memory. So that's it for my list. I hope that this video gave you some things to think about, maybe some more information on something you were looking at, maybe an idea of something new you want to try out. In any event, I hope that you have a quality day.